What's up, guys? Welcome to day 120 of Grinding Until I Become a Millionaire. These are just my daily check-in videos. I try my best to check in every day and just talk about what I did for the day to get myself closer to my goal of becoming a millionaire. And yeah, so today was a Sunday. Yesterday I didn't do a video. I just worked all day, and it was kind of come here. It was kind of a big deal. Both days just working. Like I told you guys, I've been so exhausted without caffeine, and maybe that's just like an excuse or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's like I come home every day from work and I'm dead. I just want to lay down and go to sleep, and that's not good, because before I'd wake up, I'd work on stuff before work, I'd go to work, I'd come home, I'd work on stuff, and then I'd go to bed. And I don't think I'm being lazy. Like, I'm trying to be real with myself and figure out, hey, am I just being lazy and I just want to go to bed when I come home? And I really don't think that's it. Like, I start getting tired, like yawning and eyes watering tired, sometimes midday. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. For how much money I'm saving without caffeine, like, I'm thinking it's so worth it. Like $150-$200 a month. That's pretty crazy that I was spending on energy drinks. Now, I guess I should get coffee or something like that. I don't know. There's cheaper ways to do it. I hate coffee. I don't really like tea either. But anyway, that's been a big thing that I'm trying to figure out, because I almost caved yesterday. I came home from work and I was just wanted to work on stuff. I was so tired. Almost caved. But same thing today. It's like 2 o'clock. It's 2 a.m. right now. But I came home from work and took the dog out. We walked over to, there's a brewery nearby. I don't drink, but there's a brewery nearby with a little dog park, and she hasn't been to the dog park since I started driving the motorcycle. I used to take her a lot, and I haven't, and she just likes to run around and play, and she's got a lot of energy. So I took her there, and there's a couple dogs that she could play with, so she had a lot of fun. And I just sat there and played on my phone. I think I responded to some comments or something. But then after that, I came here and I went to sleep. Woke up at 12, so I had this was technically a nap. Slept for a few hours, woke up, and then I wasn't tired, so worked on a few things, and now I'm filming this. I wasn't going to film one today, but I'm like, well, I'm awake, I might as well. So film this check-in video, and it's good because I wanted to talk. So yesterday, before I went to bed, I started doing my taxes. So I got my W-2 from work. I've got my 1099 sent to me from the companies that I do affiliate stuff with, and YouTube ad revenue and all that stuff. And I wanted to, if you're not doing your own taxes, I don't know, maybe you guys might be way more complex than mine. Even when I did mine self-employed, it's not that hard. You got your 1099s, you got your Schedule C, you got your deductions. It's a pretty straightforward process. It hasn't been that hard for me. I think I paid somebody to do it 1 year when I had a business, and it was still DBA. It was still the same thing it is now. It was just more formal, I guess, but I probably didn't need to. I don't know. It was a lot of daily buy, sell stuff, versus where this is just a few 1099s and my expenses for the year. But I don't know, especially people I know people at work, all they have is a W-2, and they're like, I don't do my own taxes. I'm like, you're dumb. You literally just type in the numbers that are on the boxes. It tells you, what does it say in box 1? You just type it in. What does it say in box 2? Anyway, so I started doing those. I got my 1099s in and got my W-2 entered, and I haven't done any expenses yet. I'm trying to see what I have to write off this year. I bought a couple cameras, and I don't know. Usually I have a lot more, but I don't think I'll have much this year, which is fine because I want to be profitable this year. But I was thinking, when I put in my W-2, I think it was I should get $800 or $900 back or something like that for federal, and then $400 or $500 from state. And I'm like, damn, that's pretty good, because the last 2-3 years, I'd almost owe money, and then with the write-offs it would come up to be like almost a wash. And so I was like, this year it was crazy seeing like, wow, my W2 returns would be like what would it be, 1,300 altogether. I'm like, that's pretty nice. And I hear people, one of the excuses like, oh, well, I don't want to start my own business because then I have to pay taxes. And it's like, or, oh, it's just so complicated, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, that would be nice to get that return, right? That would be nice to get that, a decent tax return. But you know what's nicer is like making $15,000, $20,000 extra for yourself, you know, like that's more nicer than your $1,500 tax return. Because I think it'll be around 15 this year, probably not 20. The year before, well, maybe it'll be closer to 20. Maybe it'll probably be in between that, from the YouTube and all, like, yeah, from the ad revenue and YouTube and everything like that. So that's pretty decent extra money. So it's like, oh, well, would I rather get a $1,200 tax return or make $15,000 extra this year? Probably the $15,000 does a lot more for me. But it's so crazy how people bitch about things like that. Just cannot wrap my head around it. But with that being said, is like, if I didn't pay into my taxes from my W-2 job, then I would owe $1,200 at the end of the year. And that's, I think, where a lot of people screw up. Like, I would have screwed up. I mean, the last couple of years, it's like, cool, I owe all this money. Like, then you got to scramble to find the money. It's a pretty tough thing if you don't prepare for it. And I wish I could remember what book said exactly how to do it. He's like, make a different bank account, automatically put 30% in there, automatically don't even touch it till tax season. It's a pretty good concept. Wow, I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, I didn't listen to it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. But then I put in my W-2s and my tax return, my estimated return amount just shrunk away because, like, the way it works, you know, is when I work for my job, I'm automatically paying in my taxes. And what happens when we work typically is we overpay. And so then we get a return at the end of the year. That's how it works. So they make sure that they get their money from you while you're working. And then if you underpay, then you have to owe. And if you're self-employed, I guess you should be paying your taxes quarterly or so. My zipper's undone. You should be paying your taxes quarterly, but when it's such small scale, it doesn't, to my knowledge, it doesn't really matter as long as you pay it at the end of the year. And so anyway, I gotta pay the taxes for the income I made from self-employment, which is a bigger tax. But luckily, since I already paid the government from my W-2, since I overpaid the government from my W-2, it'll probably wash out. I might get a small return, actually. We'll see what ends up getting written off. But yeah, so that was a good thing. Usually I wait until like the last freaking week to do my taxes, but I started to, last year when I started to do it, I had a 1099 here, and then I forgot about this 1099, then I forgot about this one, and everything was just all over the place, and it was kind of a disaster. So I was like, okay, I got everything right now. Let me just start entering the numbers. So I worked on that a little bit last night before going to bed, and then I woke up, took the dog out, went to work, came home. I've got a video scripted that I need to film, and then a video for this channel that I'm writing the script on that I want to do. Like, I want to make a bunch of videos, and it's just really hard to find the time right now. Hopefully soon I can start working less and buy back a little bit more time. I had somebody comment on the check-in video yesterday, like the daily TikTok video yesterday, and he was like, oh, you're going to try to become a millionaire off of YouTube? So is every other 25-year-old. And it's like, look, that's not my plan. And I mean, obviously that's possible. If you're really smart about it, you can build a brand into it. But even if you're like what I'm getting at is, you know, you've got people like Happy Dad, those guys definitely built $1 million off of YouTube. You've got the big players for sure make it happen, but I think most of them that are strictly YouTube are like 100,000aires, which is fine. Like that's good money. Make a couple $100,000 a month, $250,000 or a couple $100,000 a year, $250,000 a year, whatever. Like millionaires very rare, especially off of YouTube, and that's not my plan anyway. Like I have my 2 other channels. I just want to grow those to sustainable passive income, and then with that I can work my real job a little bit less. Like if I was making $4,000 or $5,000 from YouTube, then I could survive off that money and I wouldn't necessarily need my other job, and I could just reinvest my time into other projects and other ideas. But I think it's really important to build up that baseline first. It's like I think about how tired I am from work right now. And I'm only working 25, 30 hours a week. I'm not working a lot in the real grand scheme of things. If I was working 40 hours a week, man, I would be beat, and I wouldn't have, like, I'd have Saturday, Sunday, but I've got errands to do. I got shit to do. And so then I'd be spending all my time, all my days off, catching up. And I feel like that's what most people do. Yesterday I took the dog and we just walked through downtown. I just wanted to walk her because she was cooped up all day. And we walked through downtown. It's popping, everyone's in the bars. And I just like, look, nothing against anybody. Everyone's got to do what makes them happy, I guess. At the end of the day, you just got to be happy. You got to figure out what makes you happy and figure out how to do it. But I see so many people, like just loud drunk people. Man, I hate loud drunk people. But so many loud drunk people in there, and I'm like, maybe they're really happy, but maybe they're not. It's just like, you wake up at 7, get ready, go to work at 8ish, work from 9 to 5, come home, have some dinner, watch Netflix, go to bed. You do that for 5 days a week. And then Friday night, you come home. Instead of watch Netflix, you go out. And then you wake up hungover on Saturday. And then you go out and eat food. And then you go out again the next night. It's like, wow, no wonder you're behind in life. Like, wow, I can't imagine why. It's like, come on. But I look at them, they look like they're having a great time, they're talking loud, they're happy, and so good for them. I don't want to judge them, but that couldn't be me, man. Could not be me. If you guys look, I think it was day 54, in the 50s of the check-in videos, I went out with some coworkers and we went downtown, and I went out with them at like midnight, and I was like, hey, if you're in downtown, like I'll come out. Otherwise I won't, because it's far. But anyway, I came out. And it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was pretty fun, just hanging out and chilling. That was cool. But man, some people do that every weekend, and I haven't done it since that day. So it's been almost another 100 days since I did that. It's just not for me. It doesn't make me happy. And then I wake up late the next morning and I'm just stressed out because I'm like, fuck, didn't get anything done. And kind of like how I'm feeling right now. It is exhausting. And I think I need a couple days. I'll be back. If you guys remember, like early 100s, I was pretty consistent with these videos. I was consistent with scripting. I was consistent with filming. Like, everything was getting done. Everything was moving. And I'm just burnt the fuck out. I'm super burnt out right now. And it's fine. It'll come back. Couple days, come back. It'll be good. I think I'm just sleeping a lot, catching up on my sleep, and trying to figure out what my next steps are. I keep leaning on SMMA is going to be a good thing. We'll get that going. We'll keep working towards that. But anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working on. Today was nothing fantastic. Yeah, didn't get much done towards the brand. Didn't get much done towards anything. Just took a nap after work, and here we are filming this video. So that's really all I got for today. I don't have too much to rant about. Tomorrow's Monday. It'll be my day off. I'll be able to sit down. I'll plan. I'll try and get back on things, but maybe I'll need a couple more days. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this happens before. It happens maybe every quarter. I have a few days where I'm just done. Maybe I just play video games and don't do anything, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna work out. But all right, guys, I'm gonna edit this video and then maybe go back to sleep. It's almost 3 o'clock. So thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for rocking with me. If you guys have any good ideas of what I should work on or what I should try, like where I should get the more motivation back, love to hear it in the comments. We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 121.